Does the Grand Floridian Cafe have the best breakfast in all of Walt Disney World?
Let's eat.
Hello everyone, I'm Jay.
And I'm Sam.
And you are watching the Theme Park Foodies, and we are finishing up a grand stay here at the Grand Floridian. And during our time here, we wanted to be able to capture as much of the food and experience that we can. Because of this, we are now dining today and having breakfast at the Grand Floridian Cafe. Fun fact, our first trip ever to Walt Disney World, we had breakfast at the Grand Floridian Cafe, and we were pretty impressed, right?
Yeah, that was 7 years ago, and it was on our last day. And I remember just being stunned by the Grand Floridian in general. It was my first time seeing it. But we loved it, and we haven't had breakfast here since then.
Yes. So it's been a while. We've had a series. We were trying to find the best breakfast in Walt Disney World. Felt like this was the perfect time. If you're looking for more information on the Grand Floridian itself, we'll have an entire tour video out. We also did a video on Narcoossee's, Citricos,
Gasparilla, the quick service.
We have done a video in the past on the Enchanted Rose, but it was an older video. It's not very good. If you want to check it out, it's there.
And we have Grand Floridian Cafe dinner.
Yes. So the only thing we really haven't done here is Victoria and Albert's. That may take a little bit because it's a little pricey. But it's been so nice staying here. There's a little, you can see Mary Poppins behind me. There's a little Mary Poppins theme inside of here. And as I said in previous videos, and said wrong in some videos, the architecture, exterior architecture here is based off of the Hotel del Coronado in San Diego, California. The interior decor is based off of Victorian era England. And it just feels very regal, feels very high class, and it's just a great place to experience and to just have breakfast with, or breakfast at, I should say, if you're at Walt Disney World.
Yeah, and I feel like they have a lot of lighter options too. Like they have a bunch of different salads and fruit and oatmeal. So it's not just like those super carby heavy breakfasts, although I am a fan of those as well.
Yeah, and well, isn't there like a special French toast thing? Or?
Yeah, it has dulce de leche, so I'm definitely getting that. But there are lighter options. If you're looking for a lighter option, it's here.
So we'll be breaking down the menu, going over their signature options, how you can find the Grand Floridian Cafe, and how that breakfast compares to other breakfasts we've had on Walt Disney World property. I'm really excited, Sam.
Me too.
I'm hungry.
I don't want to leave the Grand Floridian, but I'm excited to eat on my way out.
Yeah, seriously. If you enjoyed the content, please like and subscribe. Join us while we have breakfast here at the Grand Floridian Cafe. All right. Sad to say goodbye, but at least we're saying goodbye while eating breakfast. Something I didn't realize when we first walked down these halls is that all the cherry blossoms you can see are because of Mary Poppins. It's got a light Mary Poppins theme. All right, so we're gonna have to head outside. We're in Big Pine Key, so we have to head left after we head outside to where the main lobby is, kind of the main building. We had to stop by Bell Services over in the front lobby to drop off our bags, so we were carrying around a giant leopard print bag while we were having breakfast. When we first came in, there was a hidden Mickey in these flowers. They're actually redoing them now. All fresh flowers. Man, nothing really beats the elegance of this grand lobby. To get to the Grand Floridian Cafe, we're gonna have to head, see this bird cage? Around that in this back little corner over here. Down this little lobby past the gift shop. And then this little room with 1900 Park Fare also has the Grand Floridian Cafe in it. I would say that this is like chaos incarnate, this area, because you always have kids waiting for 1900 Park Fare, which is a character meal, and then you have the Grand Floridian Cafe wait. So very packed out in here. A little fun fact about us, if you walk outside, this fountain that's right in front of the courtyard pool was one of the first pictures that we ever took at Walt Disney World. There used to be two swan topiaries here. We'll put that picture in right now if we can find it. Also, the Italian marble right in front of 1900 Park Fare and the Grand Floridian Cafe has some Disney characters in it. All right, we are checked in and heading down. What you'll notice about the Grand Floridian Cafe is it has a farmhouse theme. Ooh, nice, well-lit center table. To accentuate the farmhouse theme, you can kind of see these wooden farmhouse-styled chairs. They also have these windsails everywhere. This one has a dog on it. It kind of looks like Frank if he was along here. You can see a rooster in the lights. And they have these portraits that depict a classic American breakfast. Well, I guess you're not seeing bacon and eggs, so not so classic, but somewhat classic. All right, let's break this menu down. As you can tell, it's a bit louder in here than some of the other restaurants we've dined at. They do serve breakfast and lunch all day, we were told. So you'll see a lot of lunch options on the appetizer menu, like the shrimp cocktail. Those have a fresh fruit bowl, a seasonal soup, bananas Foster's steel-cut oatmeal, avocado toast, yogurt parfait, and caramelized soup gratin. That sounds like a French onion soup to me. Then we have the chef favorites, which is the Grand Floridian signature burger, traditional eggs Benedict, Floridian style eggs Benedict. Ooh, what is this? Floridian style. Oh, crab cakes. I've had this before.
No, corn cakes.
Oh, corn cakes with pulled pork. That sounds interesting. And of course, a Cobb salad. Everyone loves the Cobb salad. Fun fact, we couldn't get the Cobb salad for dinner when we were here, so we're kind of inching towards that, even though it's kind of not breakfast. Then they have their classic, which is the breakfast sandwich. People love this. I actually had this previously. It's really good. Buttermilk chicken and waffles, steak and eggs, heirloom apple salad, the grand breakfast, a club sandwich. This is more like a lunch, I guess. Impossible burger, Caesar salad, and miso glazed salmon. People love the miso glazed salmon here. And of course, if you want some sweet breakfast, they have a cinnamon French toast that people love, and I'm sure we're going to be loving too. Seasonal buttermilk pancakes and a Mickey-shaped waffle. Gotta have the Mickey waffles at Walt Disney World. Then on the back, you can find some of the drinks. They have the Disney family of wines, some specialty cocktails. Some of these cocktails, like the French 75, I remember I saw over at the Enchanted Rose. They also have some zero-proof cocktails. Everyone has the pink lemon spritzers, like at every Disney resort. Pineapple jalapeno margarita. That sounds interesting. Spicy Bloody Mary and agave garden. They have non-alcoholic drinks, which is like technically, I guess, less than 1% alcohol. And then they have obviously the hot beverages. Gotta have some coffee with breakfast, though we did have coffee earlier with our room service. They also have this other menu that is like a beverage selection that is meant to enhance your experience. Basically, all it does is kind of go more in depth into what they have with regards to wines and stuff. A lot of it looks somewhat similar, though I did notice some different zero-proof cocktails and non-alcoholic specialty offerings. No way. They have a bread service for breakfast here. That's got to give them points. Not a lot of places have bread service, biscuit bread service for breakfast. Now, these are the buttermilk biscuits with citrus butter. Obviously, Florida flavors here. These are definitely warm, hot, and fluffy. And look how buttery that looks. All right, let's get some of this.
Did you mean to say flaky?
Oh, flaky, yeah. Ooh, look how whipped that butter is. It's a whipped boy.
I didn't know your butter was a male.
Let's try this out. The thing about biscuits is you need butter with them because a lot of times they're dry. The butter helps us out a lot, especially because it's whipped. And the buttermilk in it also, I think, is a little bit more moisture. Good crust. And at least with the amount of butter that I got, was like a light citrus flavor. It wasn't like forward citrusy. So there's a slight sweetness in there that goes along with like the buttermilk kind of flavor that kind of overpowers everything. I think it's good. I will give that a 7. I think it's a solid, fresh, delicious, hot biscuit. Big biscuit fan. All right, so here it is, their egg sandwich. Sam, what's exactly in this?
This has a house-made sausage patty, an over-easy egg, arugula, roasted red peppers, pickled onion, garlic, aioli, and whipped goat cheese on a house-made ciabatta, served with cafe signature fries, but you swap that out for cheesy casserole.
If the cheese casserole is an option, you gotta get the casserole. All right. So I'm assuming since the egg is over easy, it's going to, I guess there's the aioli right there. And you can see the bottom's got that goat cheese on it. All right, this is probably gonna burst a bit. Let's try to get a good bite out of this. There's so much flavor in that. Like the goat cheese is just like a light, little pungent, like complement to the flavor of the sausage patty, and the garlic aioli as well. It's just a very balanced flavor combination. It is an elevated egg sandwich if you've ever had one. Let me try out the cheese casserole, the potato cheese casserole. This looks cheddar cheesy to me. That sharp cheddar flavor, nice strings of potato in there. Just got that savory, nice like sharp bite. This whole dish is really good. I think we got 10. Egg sandwich is very elevated. I love the casserole, it's great. Solid 10, I would get this time and time again. Really good and balanced. That's the thing about it, is those balanced flavors. It's not like saturated in something. There's like an understanding of like how each flavor is going to complement the other in this egg sandwich, and it executes it very well. All right, so we couldn't get the Cobb salad for dinner, so we had to get it for brunch. This kind of looks like the Cobb salad that you can get from
Brown Derby.
Yeah, from the Hollywood Brown Derby over at Hollywood Studios, right?
Yeah, that's a really big portion. So I got tomatoes, house roasted turkey, bacon, egg, blue cheese, crumbles, chives, and avocado, and then a Cobb vinaigrette.
You gotta do a good mix into this to get all those flavors together.
I want to go flying all over the place.
This is how a Cobb salad's supposed to be, though. It's supposed to be chopped fine, and a lot of Cobb salads today, they don't chop them fine. They just throw everything in there and expect you to chop it yourself. I think you got a little bite of mostly everything on there.
I think chopped things just like taste better to me. I don't know why. It's really good, and it's super fresh, and it's a giant portion. I feel like this is a sleeper hit Cobb. Like everyone thinks about brown derby. Also, Polite Pig has an amazing Cobb salad as well, but like I feel like this is just as good. My only criticism, I just would like my bacon crispier.
Okay.
I think it's a really good Cobb salad. I'm gonna give it a 9.
Wow, so a 10 and a 9 for breakfast. This might be the best breakfast in Walt Disney World. All right, so here it is, our breakfast dessert, the cinnamon French toast. What's exactly on this and in this, Sam?
All it says is dulce de leche cream. That's
interesting.
The description.
There's always some cinnamon on there.
Yeah, there is some cinnamon. We got some fruit.
Fresh berries. You get sausage or bacon in this. We opted for the bacon. Got a little maple on your bacon. It also comes with maple syrup and a whipped butter.
Okay. I was wondering, I'm like, where's the dulce de leche? So it's like spread on in between the layers.
Nice. Looks pillowy, fluffy, cinnamon filled with some fresh berries.
Do I know how to cut? Like, what is wrong with me? It's really good. It's super fluffy and it has a nice crisp on the outside. The dulce de leche, sometimes dulce de leche can be like very, very sweet. It's not overly sweet, but it does taste, if any more syrup, it does taste a little bit dry. But it's like, it's decadent. Like, maybe I need to get a piece more with some more dulce de leche. I still like think I would order this again. I do think it is very good. It was a much better bite. I mean, it was an 8.
Wow, so nothing has gotten lower than an 8. That's pretty crazy. I'm gonna put just a little bit more syrup on here for me. A little corner of syrup. And let's take a look at that cream. You gotta get that cream in there. Strawberry dip. Okay, let's go. They definitely don't overdo it with the dulce de leche. It's very light. You want to try the bacon? There's like a little maple on it. The bacon's crispy. Not a lot of cinnamon forwardness too. It's just very light. It's about. I think all the flavors here have been pretty balanced. Ours making it like isn't overdoing it with certain things, and is understanding how much to use in each thing. I would like a little bit more dulce de leche, but maybe I'm just not as refined of an eater.
Try a second bite, because like my first bite I didn't have a lot of the cream, but then the second bite when I got more into it.
Okay. This one definitely's got more cream.
It's almost like a dulce de leche sandwich, the way it's made. Because it's layered in between. It's not inside the bread. It's sandwiched between the two pieces of bread.
I would agree with your 8. I think it's very good. Balanced flavors. Nothing is overdone. The bacon is nice and crispy. The berries are fresh. Really can't go wrong. And it's like a unique dish that you can only get here, which I really like. I like it when restaurants have their specific cuisine, their specific flair. And this is good. All right, so Sam, is the Grand Floridian Cafe the best breakfast in all of Walt Disney World?
It's definitely a top 5.
I would say that, yeah.
For sure, like, very confident.
We haven't done it in so long, too, and I forgot really. I remember being impressed, but like we weren't really aficionados of like Disney-based cuisine at that time. So I always just thought maybe it wasn't as good as I remembered, but it was really good. I definitely agree, within the top 5. I think if you're talking like if you're including brunches like at Disney Springs, I think Boathouse is still the best to me.
Yeah, me too.
But I think as far as Walt Disney World owned restaurants, that's one of the best ones. That Cobb salad was so good, so fine. I didn't get any chewy pieces of bacon. All my bacon was pretty chopped pretty well. And as far as like my egg sandwich goes, it tasted so elevated. You had some of it too, right?
That's definitely one of the best egg sandwiches.
Yeah.
And like for that salad, like I'd leave Magic Kingdom and come here for that salad for lunch. Like
Yeah.
I think that salad was so good.
French toast, like the sugary cinnamon flavor on it.
Yeah,
the
it was definitely.
it was light.
It was very balanced, very light. Usually, sometimes our breakfast dessert kind of goes over the top, and
Yeah.
it didn't feel that way.
Yeah. I also liked the farmhouse aesthetic. It feels like very calming. And obviously you have the Grand Floridians. Always great to have an excuse to go over to the Grand Floridian and experience that Victorian era elegance.
I feel like it's pretty reasonably priced considering it's the Grand Floridian.
Yeah,
too.
Whole meal was $53 with a pass holder discount.
Now we got 3 entrees, obviously, and
Yeah.
I have a leftover.
And
salad.
there's a biscuit bread service, so you got to give them points for that. And if you enjoy the content, please like and subscribe. Liking will really help our channel grow. It pushes this video out into the stratosphere of the YouTube algorithm, helps other people find the video. Subscribing, it also helps our channel grow. Hit the bell notification so that way you're notified every time when videos come out, which is when, Sam?
Every Monday and Thursday at 12 p.m.
Thanks so much for watching. Don't count the days.
So make the days count.
We will see you next time. That's all, folks. This is the last video in our Grand Floridian series. I would like to do series like this for like the Polynesian and other resorts, but obviously need a lot of moolah.
Gotta start saving up. Maybe Frank can help us. Maybe we can get Frank into like acting, animal acting, and he can, start chipping in.
I don't think Frank would listen to his directors. Maybe if he had some treats. But we're very lucky to be able to do this because we have members like Dominic and Jenny. So thank you guys again for helping us stay here, create this series for you guys to enjoy. People who see scrolling up the screen right now, those are our members. Dominic and Jenny are 2 of our members, and they gifted us this stay here with their DVC points. So we just want to give a special thank you to them and their generosity. They really help us out a lot, but we appreciate every single one of you who likes, comments, watches, subscribes. All that stuff helps us out more ways than you can realize, and being able to grow this channel and help us make more of these videos.